Can you move? Yes, it works.
元気出してよ。
Yeah, it does
逃げ
work.
道はありません。
Hey, we should do this more often. They don't know.
それ
No one watches my YouTube channel. Not a lot of people know I have a YouTube channel.
パーディクト。
みんなを守るからね。
憲兵王を立つ。よっふっジャッジメント。はっへい。はっ見切りました。ここより弱滅の時。ストップ。
Still doing damage like a boss.
そこで。たっ。
Imagine Genshin that did an update said that in the next in version 3 you'll go up to level 100. I'm like, hey, this is your last trap. Book. Does he not a name? Just call it Book Boy. Boy. It's a Sheen. But don't call him as Master Swine. As Master Swine. Shut up! Scooby, Scooby Doo. Where are you? And now she can't make no more. Now she's broke. Wait. you... You didn't make it. Now hold on. Right there. Boy. Oh. It's not a boy. I'm gonna call her Rose. Rose! Why am I on the... Why... Um... The talent effect? Why was Raiden up there? Are you interested in alchemy? I am not interested in alchemy, I'm into Malta. as massive swine. Oh, she said Dilik. What the fuck? That 360 though. Moon pies are my favorite thing to eat. Vodka's my favorite thing to eat.
よろしくお願いいたします。
How dare you take me off?
仕方ありませんね。
We just get an email. I just get an email just here. How dare you take me off of your team? Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine. Okay, I'm sorry. Yep.
ばかり考えてしまう。
You. Moss has welcomed you. As Master Swine. I need. As Master Swine. I need as Master Swine. Have a nightmare just as Master Swine. What are you doing? As Master Swine. So when you're free, as Master. Power chord. Power chord. I mean that is you. I wonder who her face reminds you of. How dare you think she related to me? You look. Well, there goes your update. There goes your upgrade. What you were saying? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, Virgil. I need more. What's the difference? My power should be absolute. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just spectating my swords. That's hell. She was going to, but you interrupted her. Wah, wah, wah. Hmm. No Geo in the party.
遊撃騎士行動に移る。
ミュージック運命の水
裁きの雷。ひゃっへいそこそれ砕け
I can see why they say we need a Geo.
ひゃっはっそれジャッジメント
What is this, Devil May Cry? They're doing roly
運
poly
命の
now?
巨栄みんなを守るからね運命よここにいでよ
見切りました。早く走行のオン。ふっ砕け散れ。迎え撃つわ。裁きの雷。
That's how we settle this.
すなわち永遠なり。
That's why I might switch up my... I might put
元気出してよ
someone... Not healer. How dare you try to switch me with someone else? Shut up. At least if I get someone deserves, they won't be mad. I'm calling Amber. I don't care. Watch out for Ye Miko and her dragons.
見切りました。
What the fuck did I do? You're broke.
運命よ水面に映るのです
You just wet my shirt. The fuck? I know your sister. You want a high five or something? Like he just said high five. Oh, you want a high five? Okay. High five. Boom. I'm calling Amber.
目には目を。
I had to put on my ice cream. Desserts are in the fridge.
裁きの雷。
I said they're in the... Yeah, Miko took them. You're broke.
水中玄関
Hey, I can wash my hair now. Thank you. Now, hold on. Keep an eye on your sister. You want the hot five? Like, geez, my hand is on my screen. Okay, calm down, Will Smith. I can tell y'all are very related. Miko took your desserts. Might want to go after her. And watch out for Venti, because he knows your weakness.
逃げ道はありません。
Yeah, I told him that, but he said he wasn't afraid. Tricked ya. Ugh. Look, I know she related to Virgil, but calm down. She's gonna use that sword and destroy her brother's boba. What's the Vanguard? You have silver eyes. There you go. Oh. Oh, speaking of that, they were saying Yay, Raiden, and Kokomi is meta. I don't know why, but that's what they said. But it's this is a 4-player thing. Who's gonna be the 4th one? Wait. What's Zhao? Jean just needed Winter needed to go to sleep. How dare you switch me for some? You get an email when you log back in the Genshin. How dare you switch me for someone else that I don't even know? Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine. Wah, wah, wah. Want to talk about what favorite seasons past? Who are you fighting? Disappear! Stop moving. Kneel before me. That's that. Jackpot. Kneel before me. Ow. Ow. Until you get shot, just say ow. 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 Ouchie. There he is. Tell them that it's human nature. You fell for it. Looks like she turns around when you don't fight him like, who are you? You're going to die now. What do I do? Stop moving. He moves.
逃げ道はありません。はっせっせっせっはっ
水中言語踊りなさい。
That was it. He called you an idiot. Baka. It is ma'am. There he is. She probably got like the biggest skirt in Genshin history. Why'd she look to the side like, oh look, flowers? Huh? Or maybe not. Look at us next to each other. And your fire Amamino. Disappear! Worthless. Useless. I don't know how she related to me. But how she related to me? You. I gotta actually cosplay him. Just gotta shave my facial hair again. Don't get frostbite. He sounds so crazy in the Japanese version. I don't care what anyone says. If I see a kid cosplay as Genshin anywhere, and if I go anywhere and they do that, I'm literally just gonna bow to them and praise them. Be like, I'm gonna go to the parents and be like, you raised a great child. Keep doing what you're doing. He's the Green Ranger. The fact they want $200 for his mask on Amazon. And look at you right next to me. And then you're right next to me again. She should have been a Halloween pick. I just know she should have been released on Halloween. Now that would have been the jackpot. Yeah. Bium 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 bium.
Bium 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 bium. Sayonara.
Boys and girls of every age. I don't think I'll be able to pull her for on Halloween. Yeah, but Forspoken. There's literally 10 days. Well, 20 days before Halloween. That's yours. No proof. See, it's not related to me. And then there go you right in the middle. We're way behind schedule. Who's on top? She said, you said the word Yula and she's scared. You are an adeptus. We can't hear because it's in
ただと
Japanese.
酒を手に景色を
But
堪
you
能
know,
しよ
he's
うと
saying
し
it
たが
as Master Swine. Shut up!
あの頃とはもう違う旧友とまた
The top 10 people that would actually kill people in real life in Genshin Impact. Number 1, Raiden Shogun. Too flirty. He just want boba. Why do I hear Toma? What the- That's been no fucking sense. And number 2, Kujusara. You sure he'll kill someone off? Number 5, Rosaria. Number 6, Phone.
元気出してよ。これが運命です。
失礼。神里流消滅。それやはりここらめで雪を前へ。無礼者。それ失礼。
ミュージックスタート。
見切りました。油断できませんね。やって
よっ。
刀は技を支え、匠は宝を有す。鎖国令？また良くないことが起きたの？
ビョンビョンビョンビョン。さよなら。
花と酒を手に景色を堪能しようとしたが、あの頃とはもう違う。旧友とまた。
爆弾持ちすぎたのかな。
いってってってって、一体どこから。
手合わせならいつでも付き。
元気出してよ。
無我の境地。ストップ。裁きの雷。
ミュージック。運命よ、ここにいでよ。
桜吹雪。
やはりダメだった。
踊りなさい。 が大物が雪を前にゃっ見切りました。
Demanding more death. This is my burden to carry. It has nothing to do with you, Morax. What do you know? If you were waiting for a knife in your throat, if monsters dig their claws into you, if death comes knocking at your door, call out my name. Adeptus Shao. I will be here when you call. Reduced to just standing around. How absurd. The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
命を捨てに来たか。稲光、すなわち永遠なり。
The rain stops. I don't concern myself with the weather. Many mortals fear lightning. Incomprehensible. Here's something so common. Once the snow is thick enough, we can eat it. We're wasting time. Let's go. Lunch. We'll go back to Wangshu Inn.
命を捨てに来たか。
When the darkness comes to
裁
attack,
きの雷。
水中
don't
元
stay outside. Go. I'll be here. I'm sponsored. Can't make much of human emotion.
やはり
Lila is
ダメ
changing
だったか。
rapidly. Forget it. It means nothing to me. If a day comes where even you are taken by the darkness, it will be up to me. Do not fall prey to the darkness. I have no mercy. Though, perhaps you can stand your ground alone. Who's there? Oh, you think I sleep? You have no respect for the ways of the Adepti. The lantern, right? The time for humans to discard their glowing trash into the sea has returned. How childish.
命を捨てに来
No.
みんなを守るからね。これは運命です。
Do not judge Adepti by your mortal ideals. I have no desire.
みんな頑張ってね。
Nothing. I just want secret desire.
無我の境地。
What do you mean that's not safe? Ideal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name. Dihua Island was once deserted. Though that was many decades. No, centuries ago. Can I ask,
逃げ道はありません。
John,
運命の共演。
what does he do these days? Huh? Flowers? What deeper meaning
やはり
to
ダメだっ
Data?
たか。
I have nothing to do with her. Though there is such a thing as the Leviathan. As a mere human, she has proven her power in defeating Haishan. You want
今回は大
I
物
should
が
make
釣れ
a
た
mess
よ。見
of
切りました
away my character. I understand your intentions, but mortal medicine has no effect on the Jedi. How? Her liveliness is irritating. Fortunately, she is also humorous, so you need not worry about her growing into a boring human. Venti? So that's the name he goes by. His tunes
命
are...
を捨てに来た。
Forget it. God is neither mortal nor illuminated beast. Wandering both the mortal and Jedi realms with duty as his sole guide. It is inevitable that you will become perplexed. What? Illuminated beast. Speed not worry or irritating. Fortunately, she
He
is
just
also
put your character in the spotlight,
ミュージックスタート。
imitating.
Fortunately, she... How? But mortal medicine has no effect on Adepti. How? Her liveliness is irritating. Fortunately, she is also humorous, so you need not worry about her growing to a Venti? So that's the name he goes by. His tunes are... God uses the mortal nor illuminated beast. Wanders both the mortal and Adepti realms with duty as his sole
やはり
It was inevitable that you would become perplexed. What, me? You believe a Yaksha who knows nothing more than how to massacre countless souls and emerge unscathed is a suitable mentor for such an individual? Your mind occupies a very different world from that which your body inhabits. I'm willing to protect you. Don't think about getting close, and stay out of my way, or all that awaits you is regret.
ここより弱滅の時逃げ道はありません
I can only hear them. Their screams, their cries, demanding more death. This is my burden to carry. It has nothing to do with you, Morax. What do you know of this name? He gave me the name Shao, and released me from the endless pain I endured. I will not forgive those that dare to speak against him. Even you. It's too late. The connection between us is too strong. Even if you wanted to, it's too late to sever it. You've never thought to sever it.
見切りました
This eternal dance of demon subjugation. My fight goes on. There's nothing timid about you, having the courage to ask about my hobbies. So, fight me. How long do you think the body will last against my blows? Trouble? Trouble means nothing to Adepti. There is no trouble that can last for 1,000 years. I have no interest in mortal food. Cooking is tedious and the wait is long. The one thing I can manage to stomach is almond tofu. Wait, I am expected to place slices of meat in wrappings myself, and then eat them together? Humans these days do not know what they are doing. This mortal concept of commemorating the day of your birth really is redundant. Wait. Have this. It's a butterfly I made from leaves. Okay, take it. It's an Adepti amulet. It staves off evil. This is it. Nothing worth getting excited about. New power. All it will be used for is death. The limit to one's power is self-destruction. Answer me. Why do you persist? Countless souls have fallen prey to these hands. I too have been swallowed by the darkness. And yet you dare to drive me on. You may think of me as your companion. You seek to find me salvation. You really are a difficult being to comprehend.
Oh, you got your favorite.
I've been dreaming every night.
I'm the head honcho of the Arataki gang, and everyone knows my names. I have many. Arataki, the one and only Ito. Arataki, the Oni Sumo King Ito. Arataki, the pride of Oni Ito. Arataki, Big Gladiator Ito. Arataki, the ultimate TCG champion Ito. Arataki, he might lose, but he'll never admit defeat. Anyway, these are some of the ones I usually go by, so go ahead, take your pick. I'll respond to whichever one you choose, I promise. You're welcome. Arataki numero uno Ito, here in the flesh. Best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single mora on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square. That's right. Don't underestimate the Beetle. They can be some of the toughest little guys around. Want to know what's on this Beetle side? Sweat and tears, that's what. That's how it gets stronger. I think we can all learn something from that. Real men don't carry umbrellas. Oh boy, wow, it's really starting to quick, Hey, Riding Shogun, is that you? Well, guess what? You're not the boss of me. That's right. You heard me. Go ahead. Run me down. All right, it's time for a snowball fight. You're never gonna win, though. The sky is clear and the sun is shining. Time to get the Onikabuto out for some training. Come on, little guy. Let's go. Bottom line, never let the wind get to you. Especially when you got a killer hairstyle like mine. Ooh, yeah. Morning, sunshine. So listen, I'm fresh out of Mora, again. But hey, who needs some lousy job when we can just go find somewhere fun to hang out, huh? What do you say?
Just like Mora.
Now that we've had some grub, why don't we go find somewhere to kick it for a while? Hanamizaka? Nah, boring. Tenryo Commission? No. Ah, forget it. Let's go hang around Rito. Shh. You hear that? Oh no! It's a ghost! Run! Psych! I got you there! I got you! If you're tired, go ahead and call it a night. Me? Oh, don't worry. Nah, I keep my eyes open. Oh, so they're saying I can't hold down a real job, huh? Wow. Sorry to break it to you, but I'm a delinquent. That means it's my job not to have a real job. And if anyone's got a problem with that, who's got a problem with that, huh? You got a problem with that? You got a problem with okay. Sorry, I got a little worked up there. Where was I? Oh, yeah, so, work isn't really my thing. But don't worry, I don't rob or steal or anything like that. When I'm really running low on funds, I just take the odd job here and there to make ends meet. You know, like, transporting stuff, delivering documents, helping businesses attract customers. Just enough to keep the wolf from the door. Hey, so, I always see you running around everywhere doing this and that for other people, but you're not in it for the Mora, are you? You're just straight up looking out for your fellow man. I know a true homie when I see one, and no one appreciates a homie's homie more than yours truly. Put it here, partner. You and I are gonna make a great team. I just know it. If you ever have something on your mind, you can always try writing into That's Life magazine's advice column. Miss Hina always manages to come up with an encouraging and heartwarming response for all her readers. Just look at me. I used to be a lost soul, but not anymore. And it's all thanks to her. Oh, that reminds me. I managed to sign up for one of her upcoming meet and greets. Oh, I've been counting down the days. Wish it would go faster. Question for you. Do my horns look boring once you get used to them? Because, I was thinking of switching up the style, going for like a total overhaul, you know? I'm thinking, paint them in rainbow stripes, and then strap a few fireflies on for good measure. Huh? Like, dude, you're rocking those sweet rainbow horns, man! Oh, man, this is totally genius! I'm gonna round up the gang and get them working on it ASAP. Want another real secret to catching on the cover, though? It's all in the eyeball. That boy is clean at all times. Your eyesight is sharp as a hawk. Watch out! Well, you really start to look the same. Believe me. I know. I know.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ads are getting shorter and shorter.
A massive swine.
Is it on?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. No salutations needed. My exalted status shall not be disclosed as we travel among the common folk. I acknowledge that you are a person of superior ability. Henceforth, you will be my guard. Worry not. Should any danger arise, I shall
Now, I
dispose
can't
of
take
it.
my opinions on the common cold.
Rainfall alone does not constitute a storm. Thunder is required. Oh, dear me. That didn't frighten you, did it? After all, you are in the presence of the most supreme and terrifying incarnation of lightning in the whole of Teyvat. The Winter Shogun approaches. Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree? Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not required. Good. Yawning without covering your mouth. Uncouth. I will pardon your rudeness this time. Good morning to you, too. Time for dessert. What? Why not? What do you mean entrees come first? They were only indulging me because I am the Shogun? Interesting. Do you wish to know the truth about the shooting stars at night? They are but fleeting moments of luminosity. You used to be one of them? Oh? Are you a Tengu warrior? I command the thunder in all corners of the world to cease. Rest well tonight. Thunder's roar and lightning's flash. So ephemeral. This is why reaching eternity is desirable. Actually, no. This is why reaching eternity is necessary. Erosion is a terrible thing. This body's purpose is to withstand wear and tear, that the one within might achieve eternity. I declare you my Chamberlain. In other words, according to my judgment, you are useful to the Shogunate and loyal to me. Despite serving as my guard during this journey, you need not shield me from danger. The Shogun's constitution is rather robust, and in the event she does break down, we can simply get a replacement. In an emergency, just send her into the fray. The Inazuman arts of polearm and sword combat, as well as the blade forging process itself, primarily originated with me. Since then, they have branched out and blossomed into a variety of techniques according to each master's individual aptitude. What would you say to another sparring session? If you emerge unscathed again, I'll let you found your own martial arts tradition in Inazuma. The drive to advance and evolve in the martial arts is truly unstoppable. Really? So in all this time, no new electrovisions have appeared in the outside world? Well, what I can say on this topic is subject to certain constraints, but it is not by my will that visions are granted or denied. The key is people's desire, and, well, there's another side to it too. No, I have nothing to share with you at this time. But you use elemental energy without the aid of a vision. How is this possible? Please enlighten me. Her body may have perished, but she became the sacred Sakura. This too is a form of eternity. That girl. She used to be the kind of person who could easily be swayed with some fried tofu. It's a relief to see how shrewd and resourceful she's now become. Still, I have to admit that I was a little upset to become the target of her scheming myself. I know it was for my own good, but I'm afraid she will mock me the next time we meet. Perhaps I should take the initiative and strike her first. She'll dodge it anyway.
You don't marry the life of your life. You marry the love of your life. And on your wedding day, you don't want to like the way you look.
Kamisato. One of the most distinguished clans in all of Inazuma. Despite Ayaka's trickery in regard to the Tri-Commission's affairs, he is nevertheless a loyal subject. His past misdeeds shall be excused. Kamisato. One of the most distinguished clans in all of Inazuma. Huh? That's exactly what the Shogun said? Well, Ayaka's also well versed in the art of the sword. A loyal and righteous subject, versed in the art of the sword.
Can you hear that, Ayaka?
Ayaka's also well versed in the art of the sword. A loyal and righteous subject, and an accomplished warrior. She is worthy to be called a hero. With an air of such great promise, the future prosperity of the Kujo clan is assured. Who? The firework maker. A manufacturer of fleeting illusions, enamored with the realm of fantasy and imagination, but a subject of mine nonetheless. Fireworks were released on Tenryou Commission property? By whom? Her? I can't deny that I am somewhat culpable in the events that led to him being almost stripped of his vision. But I rather think the Shogun should be the one to extend a formal apology to him. Okay, fine. I'll give it some more thought. Indeed, it was I who slew Orobashi. But I also allowed the people of Sangonomiya to continue worshipping it as the Watatsumi Omikami, so that it might enjoy their offerings. Now, Sangonomiya has destroyed the local Narukami shrine and rebels against the shogunate. As the divine priestess representing the Watatsumi Omikami, she must be held accountable. He came about as a byproduct of creating the shogun. Perhaps it's because I feel like I owe him something, but I do not wish to assert control over him. Oh? I had an opportunity to feast with him once. Who? I had an opportunity to feast with him once, back when I was just a Kagemusha attending a gathering of the gods. So he's made his choice. Be that as it may, I don't believe his story is anywhere near finished yet. That's the name the animal Archon takes these days, is it? Truth be told, from the very first moment I met him, I could somehow sense that we were not going to get along. Also, he sure can drink a lot. State your query. To the point. On stormy days, the people of Inazuma chant Kuwabara, Kuwabara, believing that this will protect themselves from being struck by lightning. You need not worry about any storm summoned by my own hand. They will bring you no harm. Lightning storms that occur naturally, however, can be more unpredictable. The account given in the book, Treasured Tales, is largely an accurate one. At that time, she was preoccupied with various domestic matters within the island, so as her Kagemusha, I assumed her identity and joined the troops dispatched to pacify Watatsumi. After this point, however, the story turns into mere wishful thinking. Back then, I was just a martial artist wrapped up in all the fighting, not a social reformer or a moral leader. Perhaps my pursuit of eternity is nothing more than a form of escapism. In the end, the path I took was like that of a turtle who hides in its shell. Still, turtles have always been a symbol of longevity. Perhaps in order to reach eternity, one has to follow their example. I'm fearful because of what I witnessed 500 years ago. Her demise. But if it were you, everyone would be safe. You would have saved the world. Just like I cherish the memories of everything in Inazuma. If you remember me, I'll live forever. Foolish question. There are only two kinds of things. Those that must be done, and those that must not. Don't try and get me to cook. I can take care of anything else, but not that. Oh, don't listen to the Shogun. Desserts. Cavities are no big deal. You can just replace your teeth. Anyway, I just don't see how desserts can pose a serious obstacle to my pursuit of eternity. Foolish question. There are only two kinds of foods. Those that must be consumed to nourish the body, and those that harm it. Is today the day of your creation? Return to the city with me. I will read out a speech for you in front of all my attendants. Embarrassing? Understood. Happy birthday. Let's celebrate together and make it a moment to remember for the whole year until your next birthday celebration. And so on and so forth. Then, you shall have an eternity of happiness. The initial stage of my journey, or Shodan, involves learning the 9-way sword slash and the foundations of the art of the...
Uh-oh.
Captain Eula Lawrence, Spindrift Knight, Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company. I extend to you my greetings. Huh? What's that? Yes, Lawrence, the evil aristocrats of historical infamy. Oh, we're still very much evil. Just look at me. I'm infiltrating the inner ranks of the Knights of Favonius, all as part of a diabolical plan to exact our revenge and reclaim our former glory. Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the Knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail. You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? Alright then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you alright. Mark my words. Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously. Quick, under the umbrella, or you'll get soaked. You can't risk catching a cold, because it might turn into something more serious, and if that happens, well, I can't go avenging my clan by picking on the sick now, can I? This weather is a hindrance. The thunder drowns out all other sounds, hampering my perception of the surrounding environment. Visibility is excellent. If we head to higher ground, we can do a full recon of enemy activity in the area. Arise and shine. The 2-hour period before sunrise is the perfect time to strike, because the sentries are getting drowsy towards the end of their long night shift. Go easy on the brains at lunch, and fill up on lean meat. If you get drowsy in the afternoon, anyone who's looking for an opportunity to take you down will make their move. May the gentle breeze softly send thee into a sweet sleep. One of a select few aristocratic pleasantries that's actually quite lovely. Would you like to hear a lullaby on the bone wisdom? It'll send you into a deep and everlasting sleep. No. When it comes to my revenge, far more imaginative means of retribution are in order. The easiest way to destroy your enemy is to take them down from the inside, right? That's why I joined the Knights of Favonius. Since I'm a genuine Knight of Favonius, I fulfill my duties like any other self-respecting individual would. Look, I may be a descendant of a disgraced ruling elite, but I'm not a total degenerate. The role of a scout is to hunt down enemy troops, or fend off the enemy in side skirmishes away from the main battle. There aren't a whole lot of rules, which suits my style very well indeed. We're not so different, you and I. We're both outsiders in Mondstadt. Difference is, Mondstadt welcomes you with open arms, but they treat me with hostility and suspicion. Why do mist flowers have to be so rare? The powder they produce works wonders for the bone whistle. It gives a crisper, clearer sound. The life of a Lawrence doesn't include much worth talking about. Basically, whatever you say, whatever you do, people will always despise you and treat you like a potential threat to society. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, though. Before I joined the Knights, good grief, I couldn't even buy groceries. Even Good Hunter and Mondstadt General Goods wouldn't take my money. I literally had to go and hunt my own food and cook it over a campfire if I wanted to eat dead. I'm an authentic person. Sitting in a canyon doing a towel past my face. Or diving into the lake of the dragon.
すなわち永遠なり裁きの雷
Sometimes, when it's busy in the tavern, they ask ice cold drink. I'm into all sorts of cool things. Sipping a nice cold drink, sitting in a canyon feeling the biting wind howl past my face, or diving into the lake at the foot of Dragonspine. Waiting for you to stroll by unsuspectingly, so I can sneak up behind you and drag you down into the icy depths. Sometimes, when it's busy in the tavern, they ask me to share a table with other customers. But once they find out that I'm a Lawrence, suddenly everyone gets indignant and provocative, and starts trying to bait me out in some way. I just want to have a drink. Is that too much to ask? I like making my own treats. Not always your typical sweet treats, though. For example, a chilled tomato and aspic jelly egg roll pairs very nicely with an ice-cold glass of berry and mint punch. The most important thing is that they leave the people who like eating them with big smiles on their faces. I can't stand a rich broth. The flavor is too overpowering. It's so filling you can't train a fight afterward. And also, it doesn't really work as field rations. Simply put, broth and I are sworn enemies. Today you will do what you're certain, though you shouldn't mark your development in age alone. Accept my gift of a bone with me, and allow me to teach you its secrets. When you are ready, you come down and help me out on it. It'll make the whole thing much more fun.
ジャッジメント
It's not a whole lot of fun.
いや逃げ道はありません
There are two formidable knights among our
無
ranks.
我の境地
I must outperform them immeasurably if I wish to defeat them and avenge my clan.
そこ裁きの雷
It gets much harder. I dare say even Captain Grandmaster herself would be no match for me.
新たな発見ね。
それ
Captain Eula Lawrence, Spindrift Knight, Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company. I extend to you my greetings.
早く
What's that? Yes, Lawrence, the evil aristocrats of historical infamy. Oh, we're still very much evil. Just look at me. I'm infiltrating the inner ranks of the Knights of Favonius, all as part of a diabolical plan to exact our revenge and reclaim our former glory. Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the Knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous details. You want to learn some Favonius blade work? Alright then,
罪
I'll
人にも
teach
こ
you.
んな時ってあ
Oh
る
yeah,
ね。
I'll teach you alright. Mark my words. Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously. Quick! Under the umbrella, or you'll get soaked. You can't risk catching a cold, because it might turn into something more serious, and if that happens... Well, I can't go avenging my clan by picking on the sick now, can I?
視界が開けたわね。
This weather is a hindrance. The thunder drowns out all other sounds, hampering my perception of the surrounding environment. Visibility is excellent. If we head to higher ground, we can do a full recon of enemy activity in the area.
早く。
Rise and shine. The 2-hour period before sunrise is the perfect time to strike, because the sentries are getting drowsy towards the end of their long night shift. Go easy on the grains at lunch and fill up on lean meat instead. If you get drowsy in the afternoon, anyone who's looking for an opportunity to take you down will make their move. May the gentle breeze softly send thee into a sweet sleep. One of a select few aristocratic pleasantries that's actually quite lovely. Would you like to hear a lullaby on the bone whistle? It'll send you into a deep and everlasting sleep. No. When it comes to my revenge, all the more imaginative means of retribution are in order. The easiest way to destroy your enemy is to take them down from the inside, right? That's why I joined the Knights of Favonius. Since I'm a genuine Knight of Favonius, I fulfill my duties like any other self-respecting individual would. Look, I may be a descendant of a disgraced ruling elite, but I'm not a total degenerate. The role of a scout is to hunt down enemy troops, or fend off the enemy in side skirmishes away from the main battle. There aren't a whole lot of rules, which suits my style very well indeed. Not all customs of the Lawrence clan are despicable. At least the dance of sacrifice is pure and noble. It puts my mind at ease and gives me comfort. It's been years, but it's still dear to me. My body remembers every step that I... Well, anyway, to end this digression, those who wish to master my signature Favonius blade work technique have to pass my dance class first. We're not so different, you and I. We're both outsiders in Mondstadt. Difference is, Mondstadt welcomes you with open arms, but they treat me with hostility and suspicion. Our feud is for the long term, so rather than get payback on a piecemeal basis, I think I'll make things easier for myself and wait for a day when I can settle the score once and for all. It could be in 10 years, could even be 20. But don't worry, I won't forget. In the meantime, I'll need you to take good care of yourself and have a happy, healthy life, okay? Descendant of the depraved dynasty isn't the most flattering reputation to have. The only way I can shake it for good is if I keep avenging my kin in my own way. Those who desire vengeance need power first, so it makes sense that I would get a vision. My bone whistle makes a versatile range of sounds, which comes in handy for confusing the enemy. I often use it to imitate the sound of the sea, which is where I get my title of Spinsmith tonight. This despite the fact that the bone whistle is actually a Liyue tradition. But then again, no one seems to look too closely into that kind of thing. I mean, they took me on, and I'm an exile of Mondstadt, trained by an outcast of Liyue. Technically, aged dandelion wine should be poured into a silver goblet and allowed to breathe for 12 minutes. Then you're supposed to add ice cubes, ideally so 60% of the ice is submerged beneath the wine. I refuse to do all that now. It's not worth the hassle.
Yotta.
Why do mist flowers have to be so rare? The powder they produce works wonders for the bone whistle. It gives a crisper, clear sound. Amber's someone who thinks for herself. On the day I first
視界が開けたわね。
she cleaned my dormitory and gave me a tour of the headquarters. And she's helped me with a myriad of other things in the time since. Now, everyone looks at me like the older sibling who needs the younger sibling to do everything for them. For this, she must pay. The acting Grandmaster's family and mine are sworn enemies. But she draws a clear line between professional and personal matters. She saw I was capable, admitted me into the ranks, and gave me lots of opportunities.
Yep.
So, when the time comes for vengeance, I'll afford her a reasonably soft landing. She's so annoying. She must have read thousands of books. Could even be tens of thousands. Meaning, she can effortlessly recall any number of vile tales about the Lawrence clan's corruption off the top of her head. Accurate down to the exact date. Logically speaking, she'd be the perfect person to talk to about someone I'd like to track down, but swallowing my pride would be too great a challenge. Everyone loves her. It's her secret. Maybe I could learn a thing or two from her. Or maybe not. I can't imagine a shining idol would want anything to do with a descendant of a depraved dynasty. The Grandmaster. He doesn't like to beat around the bush and has no care for rumors or trivial matters. A good guy, I guess. I sparred with him once, which ended in a tie. But his relaxed expression and leisurely attitude clearly indicated that he had been holding back the whole time. Such indignity. I will not let it go. I heard that bard sing a few songs about the Lawrence clan. They were light-hearted and funny stories that mocked the clan in a way I've never heard anyone else. Even I couldn't help but burst out laughing. And for this, he must pay. Free from social mores and other people's opinions, and no family obligations. Must be an easy life. The Alchemist. She once gave me a piece of equipment and told me it would help me infiltrate an abyssal camp undetected. In reality, it caused a huge explosion that completely blew my cover, and before I knew it, I was being accosted by 13 Mitre Churls. Afterwards, I marched straight back there, intending to make her pay for what she had done. But when I saw how panicked and sheepish she looked, and watched her post her results on the wall with the word fail, I couldn't bring myself to go through with it. After all, I didn't get hurt, just a little disheveled, and a little humiliated.
Yep.
I don't get along with some of the knights, and he doesn't think much of them in general, so you'd think that would make us allies. But the way he always acts so weak.
Yep.
He's even worse than acting Grandmaster Jean. I want nothing to do with him.
運命
He's a miracle worker when it comes to making something.
ミュージックスタート。運命よ、ここにいでよ。兵糧のようにうなれ。はいよっよっ。ジャッジメント。はいよっ。稲光、すなわち永遠なり。見切りました。
The Abyss Order had packed it up like regular cargo and wanted it shipped from Dorman Port to Libya Harbor. She was acting as a consultant for the merchant vessel, where she discovered something in the cargo, and then began to investigate, putting herself in grave danger. Had we arrived just a few minutes later, it's likely she wouldn't have been so fortunate.
逃げ道はあります。運命の共鳴。砕け散れ。よっ、はい。それ。元気出してよ。運命。裁きの雷。よっ。目には目を。それ。はい。よっ。
Whatever you say, whatever you do, people will always despise you and treat you like a potential threat to society. Nowhere near as hard as it used to be though. Before I joined the Knights, good grief, I couldn't even buy groceries. Even Good Hunter and Longstride General Goods wouldn't take my money. I literally had to go out and hunt my own food and cook it over a campfire if I wanted to eat dinner. People tell me that if I just spoke more softly, or was more polite, or acted more deferentially, others may find it easier to forgive me. But the only reason they think that way is because they've never been branded a pariah before. There's no easy path to redemption when you're a social pariah. I am more inclined to stop tiptoeing around everyone all the time and just get out there and make them respect me the old-fashioned way. As in, we square off, and if they win, I humbly accept my punishment. But if they lose, they must acquiesce to my demands. Such as... well, I mean, if I want to buy a loaf of bread, take my darn money for crying out loud. Demands of Faboni are actually fairly reasonable. At the very least, they reward merit and not social status. The reason they invited me to join their ranks is because I quarreled with some of their crack troops and won through my own skin. Being an insider in the organization will make getting revenge much easier, as it removes many of life's complications. So what's not to love? The name Lawrence only became a social stigma after the clan fell from grace. It was once an honor to be called a Lawrence. But unfortunately, most people have forgotten about that part of history. The Grand Master says that I am performing rather well on the night, and that if it's not enough to restore the honor of the Lawrence name, it's certainly a strong rebuttal against the one-sided opinion so many people throw around. I'm quite satisfied with that appraisal. If my family members refuse to change their corrupt ways, or worse, continue to cause active harm and monsters, I should be the one to end them, along with the Lawrence name itself. For once, it'd be a family obligation I'd actually enjoy. And once the deed was done, I'd be free to pick any name I wanted. Or even let you pick one for me. I'm into all sorts of cool things. Sipping a nice cold drink, sitting in a canyon feeling the biting wind howl past my face, or diving into the lake at the foot of Dragon Spine, waiting for you to stroll by unsuspectingly, so I can sneak up behind you and drag you down into the icy depths. Sometimes, when it's busy in the tavern, they ask me to share a table with other customers. But once they find out that I'm a Lawrence, suddenly everyone gets indignant and provocative, and starts trying to bait me out in some way. I just want to have a drink. Is that too much to ask? I like making my own treats. Not always your typical sweet treats, though. For example, a chilled tomato and aspic jelly egg roll pairs very nicely with an ice-cold glass of berry and mint punch. The most important thing is that they leave the people who like eating them with big smiles on their faces. I can't stand a rich broth. The flavor is too overpowering. It's so filling you can't train or fight afterward. And also, it doesn't really work as field rations. Simply put, broth and I are sworn enemies. Today is a day worth observing, though you shouldn't mark your development in age alone. Accept my gift of a bone whistle and allow me to teach you its secrets. When your day of reckoning comes, see how long you can send me off with it. It'll make the whole thing much more exciting. My fighting skills just got a whole lot stronger. But I shouldn't get too conceited just yet. There are some truly formidable knights among our ranks, and I must outperform them immeasurably if I wish to defeat them and avenge my clan. Good. With this much power, I dare say even the acting Grandmaster herself would be no match for me. How strange. In the time I've spent with you, my strength seems to have improved exceptionally quickly. I suppose I was rather fortunate to make an enemy of you. I'd better dig my teeth in to make sure you can't get away. Excellent. The unstoppable power of an immovable glacier dwells within me now, and no Grandmaster, acting or otherwise, can stand in my way. There is no time to delay. I must devise my plan and unleash my attack. Once I have crushed the Knights of Favonius beneath my heel, My next target is you. Don't try to run. Stand beside me and witness all that must come to pass. Beg for mercy. Shudder. Crush. I condemn you. Rack and ruin. Eye for an eye. Flood of frost. Freeze to the core. Vengeance will be mine. More speed. Time is gouged. The odds are against us. Let us cross swords. Well met. What a sorry sight. I'll be back with a vengeance. Guess I got my comeuppance. Touché. Good grief. Ready for reconnaissance. I'll scout ahead. What's your battle plan?セピロス騎士団遊撃小隊隊長波花騎士エウルア・ローレンスよ。そうローレンス。私は罪人の末裔。いずれ騎士団を裏切る者。今彼らへの復讐の計画を立てている最中なの。騎士と貴族のしきたりは似ているわ。ただ騎士は小難しいところが簡略化されているの。私とセピロス剣術について学びたい？一人前になった君に復讐するのも悪くないわね。貴族たちの古いしきたりなんて聞き流してちょうだい。いつか私みたいに何百条ものしきたりを暗記させられても本気にしなくていいから。早く傘の下に入りなさい。君が病気になって体を壊したら復讐する相手がいなくなっちゃうじゃない。厄介な天気ね。雷の音は感知能力に影響を与えるわ。いい眺めね。高いところに登れば敵の位置が一目瞭然だわ。起きなさい。日の出前の2時間は徹夜した将兵が一番疲れている時間帯よ。絶好のチャンスなんだから。眠くなったところを襲われないためにもお昼は穀物よりも肉類ね。柔らかな風とともに夜を過ごさんことを。旧貴族の挨拶の中では珍しく耳障りのいい言葉よ。骨笛の子守歌が聞きたい。永遠に目が覚めなくなるけど、こういう復讐の仕方はつまらないわ。敵の内部に潜入すれば簡単に復讐ができるでしょ。だから騎士団に入ったの。セフィロス騎士団に入ったからには基本の職務くらい全うするわ。じゃないと毎日ダラダラと過ごしている人以下になっちゃうじゃない。たとえ罪人でもそんな恥はかけないわ。遊撃騎士の役目は自由に攻撃を仕掛けたり敵の側面から攻撃して牽制したりすること。ルールが少なくて私にぴったり。私たちって実は少し似ていると思わない？ほら、モンドからすれば2人とも外来者でしょ。ただ君は私と違って皆に歓迎されているけど、私はいつも警戒されて敵意を向けられる。無評花よ。その花から作られる粉末は骨笛の音色をより透き通るようにする効果があるの。 どうしても氷花は数が少ないのかしら。罪人の経歴なんて知っても得しないわよ。どうせ何をやったって敵視されるし、危険人物とみなされてしまう。これでも今はだいぶマシになったのよ。騎士団に入っていなかった頃は鹿狩りもモンドショップも私に物を売ってくれなかった。だから野外で狩りをしては食料を自分で調達していたの。涼しくなるようなことが好きね。キンキンに冷えたお酒とかドリンクを飲んだり、峡谷の峠に座って風に当たったり、ドラゴンスパインの湖に飛び込んで使ったり、湖のそばを歩いていたら私に氷水の中に引きずり込まれるなんてこともあるかもね。酒場の客が多くて相席をする時かな。ローレンス家の人だと知った途端、威張ってくる人や挑発する人、意地悪をする人があちこちからやってくるの。もうそんなんじゃお酒も飲めなくなるじゃない。手作りのお菓子を作るのが好きよ。といっても甘いものじゃなくて、トマトアスピック入りエッグロールを冷やしたものね。冷えたラズベリーのミントカクテルにとても合うの。でもやっぱり私のお菓子を食べて笑顔になってくれることが一番嬉しいかな。濃厚なスープは受け付けないわ。重い口当たりと満腹感があるから、運動と戦闘に影響が出るし、持ち運ぶのも面倒。私の天敵ね。今日は記念すべき日ね。君の成長は年齢だけに限らない。特製の骨笛を君にあげるわ。私の吹き方を学んでちょうだい。私が君に復讐する時が来たら、その骨笛を吹いてね。そうしたら私を足止めできて、時間稼ぎにもなるし、面白くなると思うわ。戦闘スキルが大幅に向上したわね。でもまだ満足してはいけない。騎士団には非常に勤勉な人がたくさんいる。彼らを倒して復讐を果たしたいのなら、よりもっと前に進まないと。なかなか悪くないわね。今の私の実力なら代理団長にも勝てる気がする。
Find some breathing room. Compare your way there. Find the smartest mortgage for you on NerdWallet.
わかりました。派遣の契約はできましたのでご確認を。では今からあなたのために。私のサインはないですか？確認しますね。名前はカンウです。これでいいですね。ところで仕事内容は何でしょうか？穏やかな雰囲気、とても好きです。芝生に寝転がると大地の鼓動が聞こえてきます。仕事がまだ終わってません。休んでいいのでしょうか？悲運商会が栽培した芸商花には十分な露が必要ですが、脇交通の方たちは雨の後のぬかるんでいる参道が嫌い。庭で雨の音を聞くのが好きですが、少し贅沢すぎますね。晴れましたか？いつの間に。空気がきれいですね。瑠璃百合の匂い、いいですね。おはようございます。どこか変ですか？あまり髪飾りをじっと見ないでください。お昼寝しないと。用件がなければ失礼しますね。家々の灯火がすぐ目の前にある。 人々の生活は一体どんなものなのでしょう。え、一緒に夜市に？あ、ごめんなさい。遠慮しますね。テイ君のご加護と良い夢が訪れますように。私の仕事はテイ君との契約に従い、リーへの数多くの命に最大限の幸せをもたらすことです。今日の仕事が予定より早く終わりました。
冒険者協会に依頼を出そうかしら。
残業？承知しました。頑張ります。人間の話をもっと理解したい。特に人間に対するあなたの考え方と評価を知りたいです。だってあなたはテイワット大陸の普通の人間と違いますから。それに私もぜひ私といろいろ交流してほしいです。私の仕事ぶりに関してあなたの評価を知りたいです。普通の宝箱レベルか、それとも豪華な宝箱レベルか。大丈夫です。私はどんな評価でも耐えられます。1000の権力には1000の責任が伴う。古今を見渡す視野があるのに自身の生活を諦めざるを得なかったテイ君こそがリーユエで最も大変な方でしょう。テイ君と比べて普通の神の目を持ち普通の責任を背負うことしかできない私はかなり楽ですよ。万の商人が訪れ1000の船が往来し100の品々が現れ世の中の宝がここに集まると人々はそうリーユエを称賛しましたが、この壮大な景色があるのは人々の努力の賜物です。私もこの繁栄に恥じないように働かなければなりません。リーユエのワンちゃんたちには名前を付けました。でも一部のワンちゃんは違う名前で呼んでも反応するんです。私は誰かに違う名前で呼ばれてもきっと反応できません。ワンちゃんたちはすごいですね。精神の花弁は美味しいです。格別に美味しいです。美味しすぎるからこそよく境内で栽培したくないのです。いつか我慢できなくなってしまったら苦い？でもそれが青春の味ですよ。テイ君のことは絶対的に信頼しています。あの時テイ君の統率があったからこそ私たちは魔物を撃退し怪獣を降伏させ皆さんの安全を守ることができました。テイ君が人々を守る姿、そして1000年に及ぶ誠意、私は忘れたりしません。テイ君の決定はいつだってリーユエのあまたの命に幸せをもたらします。それに私は敬服し、そしていつかテイ君のようになりたいと思ったのです。でもテイ君の歩みを追いかけようとすると緊張でミスすることがたまにあります。歴代の天誅園はリーユエの古い法律に解釈と補充を行います。その中で当代の天誅園行幸の効率は最もいいです。ただあの効率と効果を求めるスタイルは非難されることがよくあります。欠点を咎めることは鬱 け入れることより簡単ですからね。テイ君に対する彼女の態度に納得できません。でもカンウン、これが今のリーユエに必要な人材だってテイ君が言いました。テイ君の言葉を理解するためにはいろんなこととの接触をもっと頑張らないとですね。最近彼女は壁水の貿易ルートを修復する案を自ら話してきて、テイ君ならどうするかって聞いてきました。私たちが話した案はテイ君と比べたらまだまだでした。でも彼女のテイ君に対する思いが伝わってきて嬉しいです。飛雲商会のあの青い服の少年は彼の父親や兄のように織物の経営に熱心ではないようです。
冒険者協会に依頼を出そうかしら。
多分彼にとってもっと大事なことがあるからでしょう。もちろんこれはあくまで私の推測です。シャンリーはとても有名です。でも晩年度あたりはあまり行かないことにしています。あそこには食事の香りが満ちていて、いざ釣られて注文したらたとえ野菜だけでも食欲を我慢できません。そんなことしたら。近頃玉境内では南十字センターへのクレームが止まりません。でも私が見た北斗船長のリーユエに対する貢献は、デタラメな噂話を流す人々には想像もできないほどずっと多いです。あ、すみません、失言でした。ヨーヨーですか。総務士の知り合いに頼まれて戦場に行かないように彼女の世話をしています。総務士の業務範囲ですか。わかりません。彼は人間と距離を置いています。そういう性格だからでしょうか。理解はできますが、彼に近づくことはできません。何せ彼と同じ契約を結んだ仲間はもういませんから。臨時の仕事ですか。あ、詳細は言わなくても大丈夫です。要求を書いてここに置いておいてください。
協会に依頼を出そうかしら。
カンウのことをもっと知りたい。何この仕事。そんなの対応したことありません。昨年末の仕事の報告の暗証はどうですか。ダメですか。考えました。仕事ですから、仕事の対応するのに恥ずかしく感じる必要はありません。この髪飾り、実は角です。私には先住キリンの血が流れています。ではこの秘密保持契約書にサインしてください。他言無用です。先住の末裔でありながら、私には人間の血も流れています。この数年間、リーユエ港の人間の暮らしにちゃんと溶け込んだかどうかわかりません。多分私は地面に入る草スライムのように、自分をデータや報告表に埋めて逃げているのでしょう。 話し相手になってくれてありがとうございます。十数年間口にしなかったことまで話したような気がします。こうして鍛え続けたらいつか秘書以外の仕事もできるのでしょうか。100年以上の時間をかけたらきっと重大なミスはしないはずです。趣味ですか？そうですね。仕事でしょうか？仕事以外で？それはどうしてですか？趣味はしたいこと、すると嬉しくなることですよね。趣味が仕事のどこが問題ですか？どうして人々は自分の存在は他人より価値があると証明したがるのでしょう。存在していること自体素晴らしいことなのに。そうですよね。甘露を飲みカカオを食す、それが私のポリシーです。だからあの美味しそうな船長賞を私の視界から消してください。私たち一族は厳しい菜食主義者です。肉料理は遠慮させていただきます。野菜団子に入れてもダメです。ダメです。ダメですから。匂いでわかります。力、久しぶりですね。もし平和な形で解決できたら。いや、何でもありません。これが新たな生活の道でしょうか。わかりました。文句は言いません。古書でキリンが戦えば日の光なしという文章を見ました。そんな大げさなことはありません。でも戦う必要がありましたら、私は全力を出してあなたのために戦います。
First, there's sour. And then there's sweet. Sour Patch Kids.
Copy that. Here is a draft service agreement for your review and consideration. Effective immediately if all is in order. Ah, wait a sec. I forgot to sign it. Got you. There. Right. Now, what was it you needed me to do for you exactly? It's so nice to de-stress. If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Fayoum Commerce Guild needed watering. The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though. It is something of a luxury, but I love listening to the rain from the courtyard. Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen? Ah, the air is just right. I love the smell of glazed lilies. Morning. What's wrong? Is there something stuck in my hair? Oh. Please don't stare at my hairpiece. Oh, I need a nap. If there aren't any urgent matters, I'll excuse myself. Look how brightly lit the city is at night. Amazing. I wonder what it's like for all the people down there. No thanks. I think I'll pass on the night market. Sorry. May Rex Lapis watch over you. May your dreams be peaceful and sweet. My job is to honor my contract with Rex Lapis by looking out for the interests of all living things in Liyue. I finished all my assignments early today. Overtime? I understand. I'll get right on the case. I want to understand more about humans, and I especially wish to hear what you think of them. Why, you ask? Because you're a bit different from most people in Teyvat, just as I am. Please, tell me what you think. I was wondering what your opinion is on my work so far. Would you say I'm more of a common chest or more of a luxurious chest? It's fine. I can take it. With authority over 1,000 comes responsibility to 1,000. Rex Lapis knows the meaning of hardship better than anyone else in Liyue. He has seen everything that has happened from ancient times to the present day, and yet he was forced to give up his entire life. Compared to him, I'm just an everyday vision holder with everyday responsibilities. I can't complain about my workload. Where